Today I'm going to be showing you 10 really easy tricks to do, whether you're a beginner or whether you've been riding for a while and you just want to learn some new tricks. I'm going to show you some things that you could do and maybe examples of what you could do with them.
Before we get into the video, I just want to let you know that before I did film these 10 tricks, I went for a ride about 4 or 5 days before. Ended up ending the session with a few bad falls, ended up jarring my shoulder and dislocated my foot, which I really struggled with.
First on the list is an X-up. Now an X-up is where you turn your bars 180 degrees and cross your arms.
Once you've learnt them, you can then go on to learn one-hand X-ups, which are a great way to help with bar spins.
Next on the list is a fakie. Now a fakie is where you pedal backwards.
But not like this. Best way to get good at these is to just get yourself on a mini ramp and practice going back and two. And then once you get comfortable with them, maybe adding a half cab on the other side and just continue doing it as long as you can.
Next up we've got a tyre grab, self-explanatory. Grab your front tyre.
When you're fully comfortable with these, you can then go on to learn double tyre grabs and the landers. Next we've got a foot jam. The hardest part about this is just learning how to balance. Once you've done that, you can add a few some things like tyre grab, or get a bit more technical, go to fakie.
Got a seat grab. Now I'm sure you know what that is. Got the ramp, grab your seat.
The next step after this, we turn your bars 90 degrees, and then that's a trick called toboggan. And eventually you can go on and start doing super seat grabs and finger whips.
Next up I'm going to show you a disaster. Disaster is where you turn 180 degrees and land with your front wheel still in the quarter ramp.
I'm not saying these are easy, it's just another direction to take the trick. Opposite 180 in. If you want to get a bit more technical, you can do a one-handle lander bar spin. Just other tricks that will help you give you that edge in a game of bike when you do learn more things. Next up we've got a can-can. That's where you take your front leg and you kick it over the top of your frame. And you can progress this by doing a no-foot can-can, which is both legs. Another way would be a knack-knack, which is where you bring your leg around the back of your frame. Another really easy one for the list, an ET. That's where you go in the air and you pedal. I'm not really sure why it's called an ET though, because ET was the one in the basket, wasn't he? Next up we've got a foot plant and a fast plant. A foot plant is where you go across the top, and a fast plant is where you go on the inside. Unless you're doing them strictly on a quarter, then you do them like this. Last but not least, a tyre tap. If you want to make this a little bit more difficult, spin the opposite direction. And if you want to make it a little bit more difficult again, then you can connect it up with a foot jam.